You know that guy?
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. Jedz here. Welcome to part 3 of the Yamaha FZ6 $1,500 budget commuter build-off. Today we're going to just do some cosmetic work. I haven't really got any parts in yet, so I figured we could just get on top of draining this tank, trying to pull out some of the dents on the other side of the tank. Try some methods I've never tried before on removing dents from gas tanks, so let's give it a crack. Empty this tank, get it ready for the service. When the parts start to arrive, I can really attack this thing. So let's get into it. So we're going to try to remove this tank, or remove these dents off this tank. We do need to drain the tank out. This gas is very old. It's been in here for 2 years, so I don't doubt it. It definitely smells old. I don't think I'm going to be able to put my siphon in here, so I'm going to have to take the tank off and drain it the other way. The other way being accessing the fuel pump. Also check out the sock. So just be wary of this notch here. It's got to be bent a little bit, but just make sure your float comes out. Fuel pump. That's your float. That's what tells your gauge how much fuel you got. All right, let's siphon this thing. I got here a siphon pump. You can see all that gas is brown. Not good. So, siphon this out. That gas. Woo-wee. Alright, got most of that gas out. We've got, oh wow, about 3 gallons of gas in there. So we're good. There's a little bit of fuel in there. Minor. So put your gasket back on. Here. Slide her down in there. We got this little tab. Gotta work past. Nice and gentle. And we're in. And there's usually tabs. So remember, this was pointing this way. And there's a tab here. And that'll line up to where you want it. And you want to make sure your spigot's going the right way and your fuel line's going this way. That sorts back into the tank. Back in the tank. We're good to go. Don't want to apply too much torque. You want to go in a crisscross pattern. So you apply an even amount of torque across this aluminum plate on the pump, not breaking the pump, cracking the pump, or cutting the gasket. This crown, you don't want to bend it. Cool. All right. So now we're gonna take out this dent. So get the heat gun out. Like I said, I want to do this with no gas in the tank because there's going to be a lot of heat on the tank, and I don't want gas expanding and rushing out and creating a fire hazard, so to speak. So that's why I'm doing it tank empty. About it, we're going to work on the seat. Now we got some repair. You can get this vinyl repair any shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little repair work here. It's really goopy, so you want to goop it up, heat it, and it should seal it. So yeah, we got a little bit of odd looking stuff, but it repairs. And you can see there's a little spot I forgot. I'm gonna have to fill that in real fast. Then I'll hit it and we'll pad it with some fabric, and then that repair, and it's really good. This vinyl repair is really kind of malleable, so it flows with the seat. It's just a hole filler on the seat. Works great. You can get this stuff at any Autoport store. Works really good. I've always liked this stuff. So that, I mean, the seats not perfect, but now I don't have to spend money to recover it. I just mended it up. It looks better than it did. And yeah, it may not look the best, but it definitely works better than having to buy a new seat or seat cover. So I'll mend this little spot right here. Let's take a gander at this tank. Alright, so that's on there good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse hammer it out. I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but we're going to give it a shot. I've never tried it before. So let's see what happens. Believe it or not, it is coming out slowly. Well, I got some of the dent out, but I tore off the badge, so I'm going to need a new badge now. Well, I don't know about that one, guys. But I think we're going to be as good as we're going to get on this, unfortunately. Okay, so it's as best I could do. Not really that much better, is it, huh? But these dents just did not want to come out. But that paint is so good. Guess I'm gonna have to just deal with those dents. All right, guys. So we managed to try to get the tank dents out. Not so successful. We did manage to take off some of the sharpness of the dent. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. However, I think it's going to do the job. A new badge is going to get a new badge coming in. So on the other side. So hopefully that makes it look better than it does right now. I unfortunately ripped the Yamaha badge out when I was doing a reverse hammer. Which like I said, I think it took some of the dent out, which is great. Call this a loss or a not successful venture. Mainly because I did manage to get the fuel pump out, check the ascending unit, everything looked good. Get rid of about 3 gallons of 2-year-old gas out of the FZ6. So the tank is empty. She's going to be ready for some ethanol-free fuel when I go to fire it up. And I also did repair the seat. So where those big gouges were, I did mend them up with some of the seat repair I have. Doesn't look perfect, but it works. It looks good enough. So it's better than foam being exposed to the elements. Now it's sealed. Next step, just waiting for parts to land. And once the parts land, we should be good to go. I'm ready to start tackling this project more. Really can't wait to get some parts in so I can really start getting after it. I really want to work on the engine next. Really want to get the tune-up done, radiator fluid done, oil done. I'm hoping these parts land over the weekend. It's a work night. I'm going to go to bed. It's about 11 o'clock at night. Really want to try to get some good progress, get a video made. Thanks for tuning in. Like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe, follow this along. I'm hoping to have some parts land